was because of the social media videos that I'm posting out there, constantly getting new victims, old victims that are just now coming out of the woodwork, some brand new ones, you name it. So this was a gentleman who had been defrauded back in 2023 by Byron. And the reason why I'm willing to share this one is because I specifically know one of the persons that are claimed to be a part of this fraud was actually either still in federal prison or was just getting out around this time. And it's linked back to Byron setting up this other guy who was then indicted for wire fraud. And then since then, I've had quite a few other people that have confirmed that this guy was actually set up by Byron and should have never have been convicted. And so his name is going to come up in here. And as a matter of fact, I mentioned his name long ago in a prior video, and I have since corrected that, that he was not part of the fraud, or at least to the best of our knowledge. And so here we go. So this guy reached out and he Facebook messaged me. He saw my video on social media, Facebook messaged me, and then I finally got a little bit of info from him. So he says here, hello, Jesse, TNR Holdings and Byron offered to establish a line of credit with this offer. Now, before I continue into the rest of his email down here, I have already heard from multiple people and a couple of people that are very close that I'm working with that have stated that Byron is really good at altering operating agreements, other documents, getting into your merchant accounts. A lot of times people think that they're going to go ahead and get a quote unquote legit loan through Byron, or they're referred to Byron from somebody. And generally those other people usually get kickbacks. So then it goes to Byron. Those people usually give all the information, all their credentials, social security numbers, EIN numbers, sometimes operating agreements, sometimes bank account info. And then he will maybe try to get them a loan, or sometimes he just drags them along and then he's using all of their information, identity fraud, and then just getting other loans and stuff. So this is one of those scenarios right here where this guy legitimately thought that he was going to get a loan. And I'm not going to show you the Facebook message right now. I don't feel like jumping over there, but he specifically stated that that now he realized that he was just being set up and used, and he never actually got anything through Byron. So going back to this email, he says that this is equipment that he, referring to Byron, bought after I gave him all my credentials for a loan application. I have lots of correspondence from Byron also. I am fighting the lawsuit to pay for this equipment. I have deposit with the court clerk and attorneys today at 2 p.m. I'm preparing for that now. Cannot talk much today. And so the documents that he sent, one of them says RTD Yusuf Ali escrow agreement and wire confirmation, or wire info. That's what I really want to go over here in just a minute. And then a copy of the docs, which is their project. So let's go over this really quick. So no sense in me going over all the documents, doesn't really matter, but you can see right here, they were trying to finance some equipment, construction equipment, for just under 70 grand. So it looks like total financed amount, $69,030. Now let's go over to this escrow agreement. Now in here, it states TNR Holdings is going to be like the escrow account who's holding the money. Now, I will tell you that this gentleman said that he lost $188,000. He also gave a property. Let me see if I have the property address here. I don't have it in front of me. That might be another video. But he also said that Byron and these guys bought a property and sold the property using his info as well. I'm trying to get the research. I'm trying to get the evidence on that right now. So this guy did lose supposedly $188,000. And not only did he lose $188,000, but also now he's having to fight this, which appears to be fraudulent. So going back to TNR Holding Group, let's get to the very bottom where it really matters. I have heard of this guy here, Alexander Beadle. He's been around. He's been on a bunch of other docs that have been very questionable and appear to be fraudulently related somehow. I've got some other people working on that, and he's here in Atlanta. But again, don't know for sure if he's being used. Don't really fully know that one. But Yusuf here has confirmed that this was not his signature. And a lot of times Byron likes to use electronic signatures and whatnot. Of course, this doesn't say DocuSign or Adobe Sign or anything here, but he confirmed that that clearly was not his signature. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The wire instructions. Beneficiary bank, Choice Financial Group, bank address 4501 23rd Avenue South, Fargo, North Dakota, 58104. Beneficiary, so who's going to be accepting this wire? TNR Holding Group, and it shows a bank routing number and an account number and the beneficiary address of 10637 La Placenta Drive, Coral Springs, Florida, 33065. And then it gives a name down here, Keegan Harris Sharon, and then phone number. And then phone number is 954-951-2852. Email funding@tnrholdingic.com, not tnrholdinginc.com. So very subtle differences that people don't pay attention to. I will tell you right now that this gentleman here, Keegan Harris Sharon, who was the owner of TNR Holding Group, has been set up, has been used, has done federal time, has been out. And from what I understand, I have been told that he was either in prison at the time or just getting out, and has also confirmed that this bank was never, ever affiliated with his LLC or that LLC. So now I have 100% confirmed that this is fraud. Also, this phone number here goes to a Google Voice. And this is also this funding at TNR Holding IC versus Inc.com is also an email that Byron had created using Keegan Harris Sharon's information. So again, knowing just from this wire instructions here, I know all of this wire info was fraud. So I'm pretty confident that I could pretty well believe Yusuf Ali. Again, these are the alleged claims that he's making, but I have enough other facts that pretty well support that, and I'm pretty confident on that. I will go ahead and look up into the other address and try to figure out where the $188,000 is that he also lost to Byron.